The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare open enrollment? Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Dara Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Dara Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in Service, Parts, and Detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage is made possible by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-4444, or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. For a free estimate or for more information, call 217-732-9734. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101 and a half South Kickapoo Street, Suite 6 in Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company. Heartland Bank and Trust Company gives you choices with personal or business checking accounts that fit you. Good people, great account choices. Heartland Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. With the cancellation of the Morton tournament, and then the athletic folks, Coach Al and Coach Rohr, trying to add back some games in to compensate for that. Things are not, they are different from what the initial schedule was, and a lot of athletes are creatures of habit. So I think once we get through December, if we can make it through December, get into that sort of settled part of the schedule here. Again, as you mentioned, Piper Whiteman hopefully will be returning in somewhat short order, or hopefully as quickly as she can, and that will certainly be a boost to the Lady Railers as well. So if we can make it to December, that's the first key. Second one, from the Polar Express, Josh Groban sings a song called Believe, and I think I've watched some of the Lady Railer games, some live and a few on recordings, and I just kind of noticed that on a few different plays where there was a ball shot up and time to rebound or trying to decide where to throw an outlet pass or whatever, it looked like there was a little split-second hesitation on the part of some of the players. Now, obviously, with graduating seniors and losing the talent that was lost through graduation last year, a lot of these Lady Railers are stepping up and taking more responsibility with more to do this season than in past years. But they also have a good system. They have a lot of talent. They had a remarkable record as a JV team. It's not like that talent just sort of evaporated between last season and this season, even though they started with 3 losses this year. It's still there. So I think if they believe in the system, believe in themselves, and just trust their instincts, hopefully that will get them back on the winning track. And then the third key to the game, the classic Run, Rudolph, Run. Looking up and down the Metamora lineup, or the roster rather, I see some players listed at 5'11", one at 5'9", and if you look over on the Lincoln side of the ledger, we have 3 5'9" players. So when I took a coaching class as an undergraduate, we had to interview a basketball coach and ask 10 questions, and I asked Lauren Wallace the question, if you could have a bigger team or a quicker team, which would you rather have? And he paused for a minute and he said, well, I'd rather have a bigger, quicker team. But then he said, well, if it's a choice between the two and the bigger are not as fast, then I'm going to take the quicker team 10 out of 10 times, because quickness can make up for a lot of things, including a height disadvantage. So I think the Lady Railers tonight can use that to their advantage and kind of lean into it, trust their guard play, get some shots to go from outside, and then if they can get out and run the floor with the Redbirds, hopefully that will bode well for a victory tonight.
Lloyd, we've kind of seen a pattern, and there it is, the Me Realty list of the game, and that's why he's the best in the business, folks. Lloyd, we've seen a pattern in the last, I would say, 3 games for the Lady Rail Splitters that probably would elicit another song. It's an old blues song called Dig Myself a Hole, because that's exactly what they've done in the first half of the last 3 games, dug themselves a hole and had to dig out of that hole. And actually that, digging out of the hole, they expended a lot of energy to win the last 2 ball games. In fact, we saw, especially in the SHG game, that the girls looked a little gassed even in the 3rd quarter, beginning of the 4th quarter, kind of got their second wind a little bit going at that point in time. but you can't keep going to the well like that. I think they need to get out to a really good start tonight and not dig themselves a hole.
Right. That would, as a Philadelphia Phillies fan, I can totally sympathize with that situation. But you're right. If you can get out to that quick start, and again, just do things that you do well. The defense, it's a great system. Players are stepping in. Obviously, there's been some juggling around with the loss of Piper Whiteman thus far this season, but the ladies are stepping up. They've looked solid, and as you said, it seems like after they get through that first sort of initial wave or attack from the opposition, they're able to climb back and get themselves in the game. But you're right, it would be a heck of a lot easier if we'd maybe jump out to, 10, 12-point lead and go from there.
We have seen the last 3 games teams shoot very well from the outside the arc against the Lady Rail Splitters. SHG, I believe, had 8 threes in the first half in the game at Lincoln. Downs Tri-Valley had several in the first half. MacArthur shot the lights out in the first half of that ball game over at Decatur. And it seems like when the ladies pick up the defense after halftime that they start shutting some of that down. But I agree with you. And Coach Wallace is doing very well. That a quicker, you need to use your quickness. Now, part of the problem that Lincoln has had, Lincoln's got very small guards, and the small guards have struggled with taller, longer players, which Metamora has some of those. We've seen BCC have some of those. MacArthur had some. Tri-Valley had some. SHG had some. And the smaller guards tend to want to try and pass over that defense, which doesn't work.
Right.
So hopefully they've learned some lessons in practice and will be smarter with the basketball, because you can't cough it up and have empty possessions during the basketball game.
Exactly, and if you just look at the sort of the dynamics of the situation, if we have a 5'4" guard going against a 5'11" post player, and the guard's trying to make an entry pass, that guard's already 7 inches shorter, then maybe we try a bounce pass rather than lobbing it over the top, and hopefully we can sneak the ball through there and get to the interior and do some damage that way.
Both teams still warming up. 1:33 on the clock here as we get set to do battle here at Tepke Gymnasium on the campus of Metamora High School. Of course, Metamora, home of a Class 3A boys state championship for the Metamora boys team. And Metamora traditionally has had some pretty good girls basketball teams here, struggling a little bit this year, but again, playing a pretty tough schedule early on. Lincoln's played a pretty tough schedule too, and the quantum leap that the girls have had from JV competition to varsity competition is going to take some getting used to as we roll through the 2024-25 season. Grandpa Keith has made an appearance here at Tepke Gym along with Diana Johnson Hightower, one of the Lady Railer alums. Both teams head over to their respective benches, and we should have opening ceremonies here in just a moment. Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for both teams. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
perfect timing by Claudette back at the studios. We're back here at Tepke Gym, home of the Metamora Redbirds. Lady Redbirds against the Lady Rail Splitters tonight. Lady Railers attired in their traveling green uniforms with white numerals trimmed in red and the checkerboard down the sides. And Metamora will be in their home whites tonight. And I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, Lloyd Kirby, for tonight's starting lineups.
Okay, well, as you said, the Lady Railers in their away uniforms, as they are the away team. So coming in with the 2-3 record, head coach Taylor Rohr will be starting her lineup of number 2. That is a 5'7" junior Lily Holmes. She'll be starting at 1 guard position for the Lady Railers this evening. Another spot, number 3, a 5'4" junior Grace Snyder, starting as well. And then moving on down, number 11, Mesa McLeod, a 5'6" junior starting for Lincoln. And then Mia Clark, a 5'9" junior, also in the starting lineup for the Lady Railers. And then rounding out the lineup in the middle, 5'9" senior, number 31, McKinley Knapp.
Big Mac, the last starter for Lincoln.
There you go.
As we get set for the lineup for the Metamora Lady Redbirds.
I guess we're going to have a little pregame jam here. So let's see. The Metamora Redbirds, as Jay said, come into the contest with a 4-5 record. They are out of the Mid-Illini Conference with a school enrollment of 923. Starting, the first starter listed is number 1, 5'11" senior for the Redbirds, Liv Vaughn. 5'11" senior. Also starting number 5, Mackenzie Beckew. She is a senior as well for the Redbirds. A 5'4" sophomore starting at the guard position, Jillian Tyra. She is number 11 on the program. Also starting a 5'7" junior, Abby Woodson. She wears the number 12. And then the final starter for the Redbirds is a senior, number 32 in the middle for the Redbirds, Ella Russell. The Lady Redbirds are coached by head coach Michaela Hurst.
Lloyd, I'm going to be interested tonight to see how the kids react because, as you said, athletes are creatures of habit. Tonight, the varsity plays in front of the junior varsity.
Right,
It's going to be an interesting evening.
Yeah, I don't know if folks know the story, but some of the Metamora varsity players are also in the music program here at Metamora, and they have a Christmas concert this evening at 7:30, actually adjacent to the gym here in the auditorium. So they asked if Lincoln would switch the starting time, which the Lady Railers were happy to do. So we've got the varsity game tipping off at 6 p.m., and the JV will follow at approximately 7:30.
Well, let's hope Santa is on their side tonight. Tap up and control the backcourt by Lincoln. Vaughn and McKinley tapped it up. Lincoln moving from right to left as you look at your radio dial. Metamora from left to right. McLeod, Schneider out front. Grace against the Metamora zone. Now it looks like a matchup as Clark going to drive down the lane. Left-hander up, no good. Knapp fights for the rebound. Ball on the floor, and a jump ball called. Lloyd, I've seen more jump balls in girls' basketball games, probably one game that I've seen all year combined in the boys' games.
Yeah, it seems to be very prevalent this season for some reason.
Metamora in the backcourt. They get it inbounds to Wooden. Wooden to Vaughn, and she traveled right in front of us. No call. They get it to number 5, and she's fouled. Becue fouled out at the half-court line. And Lincoln being very aggressive on defense.
Well, that foul, I believe, was called on Lily Holmes, number 2.
Easter Lily gets her first foul on the team here in the first quarter. They go inside to Russell. Russell shot up and good by number 12, Wooden. A three-pointer, and here we go again. Right out of the gate, team hits a 3 against Lincoln. Schneider will bring the ball across the court against the man-to-man. Hand off to Holmes. Lily drives in the lane, nearly traveled the basketball. Knapp, 18-footer, good! Nothing but the bottom of the net for Big Mac. Stepped out and hit it. It's 3-2 Metamora. Becue gets it to Wooden. Back to Becue. Becue quickly across the timeline. Throws it into Russell. No, ball on the floor, and Knapp steals it away. Here comes Lincoln the other way. Schneider works against Tyra. They go to Clark. Clark, step back 3. Good! Mia Clark with a step back 3, and it's 5-3 Lady Railers.
That's a Collision Concepts three-pointer, of course.
Thank you for picking me up there, sir. McHugh, backcourt Tyra. They get it across the timeline to Wooden. I wonder if she's related to John Wood, the UCLA coach. Hey, you never know.
You never know. That's true.
Vaughn out front. They're looking inside. Vaughn way out front. Goes in the corner to Tyra. Tyra out front, Vaughn. Looking inside McHugh. Posted up at the free throw line and running a double post. Vaughn going to take the long three. Good. Wow. Liv Vaughn hit the long three, and it's 6-5 Metamora. Now Metamora will extend their pressure full court.
Great defense from Lincoln on that possession. They kept the post inside clogged up, so Metamora forced to take the outside shot. That one they hit.
Snyder, spin move in the lane, in trouble. Tried to throw it over the taller player. It was partially blocked in. Here comes McHugh the other way to Wooden. Off her hands and out of bounds. It'll go back to Lincoln.
Looked like Metamora wanted to run that time, but Lady Railers a great job getting back on defense, and out of bounds to Lincoln. A chance to take the lead here.
Mesa, McLeod inbounds the ball in the backcourt, side court, gets it to Grace. Grace cross timeline, works it left side. Grace around the screen from Knapp. Grace to Holmes. Nice pass inside Knapp. McKinley, left-hander up, no good. A little bit too hard, and Tyra comes out with a rebound, and the Redbirds on the run. Here comes Tyra. Ball tatted away from her behind. Good defense by Holmes. Knapp picks it up. Here comes Lincoln the other way. Action fast here in the first quarter. 5:13 to go here in the first period. Schneider around the Knapp screen. Looks inside to Mack. Goes inside to McKinley. Nice kick out. Clark left side three. Good! Bang! A Collision Concepts three. And it is 8-6 Lincoln. And the Lincoln crowd behind us makes some noise. Metamora in the backcourt. Wooden nearly pulled the pivot foot. Still in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt. Ball thrown away. McLeod steals it. Here comes Mesa. Mesa 1-on-3. Wisely kicks it back out. Holmes, rainbow three. No! Rebound battle for Clark had it. Tapped out of bounds. Last by Mia Clark. It goes to Metamora.
Yeah, Lincoln's doing an excellent job. They made a little adjustment on their 1-2-2 press where they're floating someone in the middle so that Metamora does not have that option to toss it in the middle and go. So giving Redbirds a little bit of a fit there.
Bailey Nina in the basketball game for number 32, Ella Russell. Wooden, they get it to McHugh. McHugh quickly ahead to Nina. She's in the ball game. Nina down the lane, left-handed, nice move. No good. Rebound battle for Mia Clark. Aggressively pulls it out of there. Here comes Snyder the other way. Grace in the trees, wisely pulls it back out. Now they're going to work against the Metamora man-to-man. Lincoln sets up in a 1-4 offense. The four players on the baseline. Knapp comes out with a high ball screen. Snyder tries to throw it over the taller player. Blocked again. And here comes Metamora the other way. Vaughn out front near the volleyball line between the rings. Vaughn goes inside to Nina. Nina, they go baseline. McHugh, ball batted away. Lincoln's defense getting a lot of loose balls here. 8-6 the Lincoln lead. 3:54 to go here in the first.
And it looks like Coach Rohr's made a conscious decision to clog up that middle and try and negate some of that height the Redbirds have.
Pass back to Holmes from Snyder. Three on the way. Good! Bang! A Collision Concept three for Easter Lily Holmes, and it's 11-6. They get it across to Wooden. She comes across the timeline. Metamora into the front court. Back out front, Tyra. Vaughn. Vaughn left side in front of the Lincoln bench. Back out front, Tyra. Metamora runs Nina at the high post. Nobody low posting for him. Nina, ball at the free throw line. Back out front, Wooden. Left side, Tyra. Nearly stolen by Holmes, and Lily's going to get called for the foul out front. And that is 2 on Lily Holmes.
Not what you want to see here, but Lincoln 3 for 3 on three-pointers. They've got 9 of their 11 points coming from beyond the arc so far.
And Taylor Rohrer has to go to her bench and bring in Sienna. CC Adams comes in the basketball game, the Waterbug. Sienna Adams. Metamora goes inbounds to Vaughn. 3:17 to go. Lincoln up 11-6. They go inside Nina. Ball on the floor, knocked away. Clark falls to the ground. She gets it to Adams, and here comes Cece the other way. Cece right side around the Knapp screen. Kicks it in the corner. Schneider, three on the way. Oh, in and out. It rolled around and out, hung on the rim for just a second. Quickly the other way. Vaughn spins down the lane. Cut off by McLeod. Good defense by Mesa. Nina out front, Wooden. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn in the corner. Tyra nearly threw the ball away. They're looking inside for number 23 in a basketball game. Kessa Sell in the ball game for Metamora. Vaughn out front, left side near the elbow. Out front, Wooden. Wooden, right side three. Up, no good. Rebound, Knapp gets it. Good box out by the Lady Railers. Ahead to McLeod. Out front, Adams. Adams goes inside the net. Ball tapped away. Cece gets it back. Layup time. No. Rebound, Nina. Ball on the floor, and I think Cece's going to get called for the foul. Hanging on the arm.
Yeah, you can see Metamora is trying to work it inside on the offense. They're matching up. They're doing an opposite of what the Lincoln is, the 1-2-2 defense. So they put 2 guards up front where Lincoln has 1 defender, 1 post player in the middle between the 2 defenders there. But then there's still 2 and 2 on the baseline. So Lincoln able to help out and plug things up and slow them down.
And ball ahead to Nina. Nina drives it back out front. Tyra, quick 3 up, no good. Back of the iron. And I think 15. Nina's going to get called for a push in the back of Mia Clark. Mia with good box out, and that's the first foul on Metamora as Bailey Nina picks up her first personal foul. And now Metamora is going to extend the pressure in the backcourt. Schneider, Adams, Clark now coming back to help. They get it into Schneider. Schneider will slow it down just a little bit, work against Wooden as they extend the pressure. They get it out front, Clark. Clark near the center circle. Minute 54 to go here in the first quarter. Right side, Snyder. Snyder around the nap screen and threw the ball away. Nina takes it away. Here she comes. Nina down the lane, left-handed layup, fouled by Schneider, and Grace stopped the layup. But that already is 4 fouls on Lincoln's Lady Railers here in the first quarter. And Lloyd, the Lincoln bench isn't that deep.
Right, yeah, I was looking down the rosters online, and it's not quite a 2-for-1 difference as far as number of players go, but Metamora definitely with the deeper bench tonight.
Bailey Nina, first one up and good. Bailey Nina listed as a 6'1" freshman. Good gravy. Makes the second one. Schneider in the backcourt gets it to Mesa.
Metamora extending a man-to-man pressure all the way down the court. So what Lincoln wants to do is simply get it to their best guard and just clear out so that Metamora doesn't have a chance to.
Nice lob pass into net from Mia Clark, and McKinley gets the bucket inside. 13-8, minute 23 to go. Lloyd McKinley's been very good about posting up like that, and if you get the ball down deep there, she's pretty hard to stop.
Yeah, it looks like she sets a good base for herself and then is able to turn around, keep the defender on her hip, and open herself up for a good shot.
Tyra tried a running one-hander, shot up an air ball. It was short. Ball saved in bounds. Adams brings it across the timeline as Leah Custer is going to get to come into the game for Metamora. Out front, Schneider. Schneider against the man-to-man. Schneider goes down the lane again. Kick out Adams. Adams, nice ball fake. Goes in the lane, throws it up, and got it. Oh! Cece Adams with the running one-hander. 15-8, 45 seconds to go. Wooden across the timeline. Now in the trap. Step through the trap. Gets it to Tyra. Tyra to Wooden to Nina. Back out front, Tyra. They go left side, Vaughn. In the corner, Sell. Back out front, Wooden. Nina, free throw line. Down the lane, up and good. Blew right past Mia Clark, and nobody rotated over to help.
Yeah, Mia Clark stepped up there just a little bit too aggressive. She didn't keep her balance, and Metamora player able to drive around her.
Snyder across the timeline. Lincoln will set up in a box offense here with 10 seconds to go. Snyder looking for somebody, gets out to Clark, was pushed to the ground, and the foul, I believe, is going to be on number 12. Addison Wooden. That is her first and just the second team foul on the Lady Redbirds.
Returning from Metamora, Mackenzie Mayhew, and checking in at number 2, Leah Coster.
Leah Coster in the ball game. Emma Hutchinson in the basketball game for Lincoln. McLeod to inbound, 6.3 seconds to go. McLeod looking inbound, needs help, gets it to Emma. Emma out front, nice crossover dribble. Emma between the legs dribble, got fouled out front. Kessa Sell going to commit the foul out front.
As you mentioned, Metamora only with 2 fouls, so no danger of the bonus, and only 1.9 seconds left, make it a little more difficult on the Lady Railers to get a good shot.
McLeod to inbound. They're looking for Clark in the corner. McLeod threw it away. And here they come. A long shot by McHugh is going to be way short at the end of one quarter as Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters 15, the Lady Redbirds 10. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Lincoln leads at 15-10 going into quarter number 2. Lloyd, what do you got for scoring quarter number 1?
As you mentioned, 15-2 Lady Railers leading the way thus far. Mia Clark has 6 points. She's 2 for 2 on three-point shooting. McKinley Knapp has 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field. And then Cena Adams with 2 points. Lily Holmes with 3 points.
Lincoln a little trouble getting the ball inbound. Start the second quarter. Finally got it into Hutchinson. Clark going to drive in, left-handed dribble out front. Adams. Cece going to drive in the lane. Another running one-hander blocked out of there by Kessicella, and here comes Metamora the other way. The freshman leading the way, and I think she's going to get called for traveling. Yes, she did. Lost control, got ahead of herself, lost control, and traveled the basketball. Turnover goes back to Lincoln. Side court, back court, McLeod into Adams. As Metamora stepping up the pressure just a little bit, trying to rattle the Lincoln players. Hutchinson out front. Emma going to drive it in. 15-foot stop and pop. A little short, but it was a good move. Got her own rebound, knocked to the ground. And I believe they called a foul down there on the baseline. A little bit of a late whistle, but
yeah, I must have been away from the wall. Someone trying to get position. Just to finish up on the first quarter, Lady Railers 3 from 8 for 2-point land, 3 or 4 from 3-point land. Several more shots for Lincoln than Metamora. Metamora 1 for 2 from the field and 2 for 3 from 3-point land.
Kessicella with her second foul. Clark missed a shot out of the corner, and on the long rebound, Metamora was able to run the break. Leah Custer gets a bucket, and it's 15-12. All the Lady Railers were boxing out, and the ball hit the front of the rim, right out to the free throw line, and Custer was off to the races. Adams against Custer. Picked up her dribble, now in trouble. Bad pass to Clark, stolen away as McHugh came around. Clark got it. Here comes McHugh the other way, and Adams hacked the heck out of her. And that will be 2 on CC. So Lily Holmes with 2 and Sienna Adams now with 2.
And we talked in the keys of the game about Lincoln using its speed. First quarter, unofficially, Metamora had 5 turnovers to the Lady Railers 2. So Lady Railers able to put some pressure on, and Metamora with some, I wouldn't say careless, but maybe the not best choices on a few passes when they tried to go inside.
And Lloyd, we've seen this in the past, that the Lincoln girls, they are small and they have trouble with taller and longer players. And right now, Metamora's got some pretty good size out on the floor.
They do. And once again, like we talked before, hopefully Lincoln's able to grab the rebound, move the ball up court quickly, utilize some of its quickness, and get it in range before the tall trees of Metamora get down there to defend.
McHugh missed the first of 2, got the second one. It's 15-13 Lady Railers. 6:57 to go here in the second quarter. Snyder will come across the timeline, work it against Vaughn. They put a bigger player out on Grace. Let's see how she handles it. Gets it to Knapp. McKinley looks for somebody, gets it to Clark. Clark, the cue on her. Clark, nice stutter step down the lane, got fouled. Good take by Mia Clark. She's going to go to the line for 2. And let's see who this one is on. And the foul's on number 2, Leah Custer.
Her first personal at the line.
5'9" junior Mia Clark steps to the free throw line. Lincoln's leading scorer on the 2024-25 season. Up and got it.
Returning from Metamora, Jillian Tyra.
Lloyd, what we've seen so far, I think, in the first half is Lincoln playing with, I think, more confidence than they have in the first few games we've seen here, at least in the first part of the first half.
Yeah, they look more assertive than they have in the past, it seems like.
Second one up and good. 17-13, the Lincoln lead. 6:38 to go here in the first half. Still in the backcourt. They get it across to Custer. Custer gets it back out front. Vaughn left side. Brings it back out. Elbow. Looks for... They go inside to Nina. Ball batted away. Lincoln nearly picks it up. Ball picked up by Sell. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn turns in the lane and travel the basketball.
Traveling violation.
Where the wings on that 1-2-2 for Lincoln are making life difficult down low for Metamora. When Metamora gets the ball on one side or the other, the weak side wing rotates down and helps clog up the lane, and Metamora is having a difficult time finding someone to pass to.
That was beyond a Euro step she tried. I think it was a Siberian step that she tried. Wow. Got called for the traveling. Lincoln the other way. Schneider going to drive it in the lane. Kick out Adams. Sienna down the lane. Knapp, 15-footer right side. Short. Ball on the floor, and Nina picks it up. And here she comes quickly to Vaughn. Metamora quickly the other way. Vaughn all the way. Stepped in between three Lincoln players. Lays it up and in. 17-15. Snyder against Custer. Snyder around the screen from Clark. Picked up her dribble. Snyder throws a long pass through it out of bounds.
Once again, as you mentioned, those smaller guards trying to throw the ball over the top of the taller players, usually not with a good result for Lincoln.
And Grace going to get some time on the Pines as Emma Hutchinson comes in the basketball game. Vaughn still in the backcourt, gets it to Tyra. They go across court, Wooden. Tyra, Vaughn. Vaughn around Hutchinson. Hutchinson going to get called for the push out front. Emma Hutchinson, the 5'4" sophomore, gets called for her first personal foul. And just the second on Lincoln of this quarter.
Her first.
Wooden to inbound, gets it inbound. Sell long three, up, no good. Ball on the floor and taken out of there by Nina. Nina got the long rebound. Back out front, Wooden. Tyra looking inside to Nina. Sell out front, Wooden into Nina. Nina going to go down the lane again with that left-handed move. She's made that move every time. Let's get her going to her right.
Yeah, let's move a half step to the left there.
Tied at 17. Mesa McLeod to Adams, and Cece will bring it across the timeline against Tyra. Knapp coming out to set the ball screen. Knapp, a high ball screen. Adams goes around her. Goes in the lane, is fouled by Nina. Adams hard to the floor, and a little slow to get up. Now she's going to get up.
Her second personal. Team foul number 3 for Metamora.
Bailey Nina, the freshman, her second foul. Very talented freshman.
32.
Ella Russell back in the basketball game for Metamora, and they just keep bringing size off the bench, Lloyd.
They do. It's not quite a hockey line change, but they are definitely rotating players in and out frequently.
Cena Adams takes a seat. Lily Holmes back in the ball game. Lily against the defense. Nice little spin move. Looked inside for Mia. Got it inside to Clark. Vaughn came over the top of her. Ball on the floor. Holmes picks it up. Holmes to Clark, and I think she... ball was, let's see, was it a foul or knocked out of bounds? Let's see.
I think it was knocked out. Maybe the Metamora player had a foot on the end line.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. The official wasn't sure what the call was he made on the baseline, so it was out of bounds. Lincoln basketball underneath their basket. Right side, they go into Holmes. Holmes back out front, Clark. We've talked about this. Need to be smart with the passes. Hutchinson out front. Hutchinson to Knapp. Knapp, Holmes. Lily around McKinley. Goes in the corner to Clark. Clark guarded closely by Vaughn. Vaughn reached in. No call. Back out front, Holmes. Holmes dribbled off her own leg. Ball on the floor. Jump ball on the tie-up, and it will be Metamora basketball on the alternating possession. 4:08 to go.
Lincoln just a little bit out of sync on that possession. They had, on the inbounds play, they had 2 Lincoln players in the corner when there should have only been 1, and then they had a little bit of imbalance on the floor, but hopefully they can fix that now.
Snyder back in the basketball game for Hutchinson. And Metamora gets it across the timeline against the press. Tyra out front. Tyra, Wooden right side. They go back out front, Vaughn. Vaughn to Wooden right side. In the corner, Tyra. Tyra back out front, Wooden. They go free throw line to go down inside. Sell, 5-footer up, no good, too hard. Rebound, Clark. Snyder in the backcourt, works against number 12, Wooden. Wooden reached in, knocked it away, and Grace brings it across the timeline. Picks up her dribble, left side, Holmes. Holmes has a clear lane. She goes left side to the basket, doesn't take it. Back out front. They go inside Knapp. McKinley, 10-foot turnaround up. Too hard, no good. Holmes tapped it away, and coming out of there, Russell with the rebound.
An awful lot of contact down there both ways for on that shot by McKinley.
Tied at 17. 3:16 to go here in the half. They go in the corner to Sell. Sell out front, Vaughn. Looking inside Russell. They go Russell, free throw line. She goes right side, Tyra. Tyra, 15-footer baseline. Up, no good. Rebound. Up, no good by Russell. Partially blocked. And quickly ahead of the pack is Holmes. Holmes pushed in the back. No call. Lays it up and in.
Lily Holmes.
Good look by Mia Clark to get it ahead to Lily Holmes, and it's 19-17, Lady Railers.
And Metamora has made an adjustment on their offense. Now they're flashing a player at the high post so they can run a high-low game, try and open things out. Since Lincoln has clogged up the baseline so well.
Now Metamora looks a little confused on offense. They go inside. Russell down the lane. Nice move. Layup good.
On the drive,
You've seen in the boys' games, you get the ball in the middle of a 1-2-2, actually any defense, and it is a killer because it really causes a lot of problems, especially for the 1-2-2. We've watched for years as Lawrence Thomas of Southeast put a high post player there, and ball stolen away again. Here comes Vaughn. Schneider tried to go in the trees. Ill-advised pass. Ball on the floor, knocked out of bounds. It is Lincoln basketball.
returning for Metamora.
You mentioned Metamora had 5 turnovers to Lincoln's 2 unofficially in the first quarter. Kind of the reverse case this far in the second quarter. Lincoln with 4 turnovers unofficially, Metamora with just 2.
Lloyd is doing one heck of a job tonight with the stats. Turnovers, missed shots. He is the best, folks. Schneider across the timeline, around the high ball screen.
I didn't say they were accurate.
Holmes, 3 out of the corner. Rainbow 3, hit the board, hit the rim. Mesa McLeod chases it down. Minute 51 to go. Mesa layup time blocked. Rebound, Knapp up, and no good. Battle for the rebound. McKinley's got it again. And another foul on the floor, and this one's on Metamora. Foul is on number 11. That's
Metamora foul.
Jillian Tyra.
Her first personal.
Almost call her Gilligan. McLeod to inbound under the Lincoln basket. Having trouble getting it in. A lazy pass to Snyder, knocked out of bounds by Metamora. And we're still tied at 19. Minute 43 to go. Lloyd, we've seen this too, where the ladies, for whatever reason, have trouble getting the ball inbounds under pressure.
Yeah, you mentioned that foul on Jillian. That is the 4th foul on Metamora, so Lincoln will be in the bonus now.
They get it into Schneider this time, a little bit easier. Schneider works against Wooden. Grace around the high ball screen. Nope. Behind the screen. Left-handed 3 up. No good. Rebound in the air. Ball. Schneider comes out with it and gets knocked down, or nearly knocked down. No call. A lot of contact out front. Schneider comes out of there with it. Lincoln girls being strong with the basketball tonight. Schneider in the lane. 15-foot stop and pop. No good. Burge the rebound. Back out to Schneider. Schneider needs to reset the Lincoln offense. Mia Clark getting a rest as Rebecca Burge in the basketball game. They go inside Knapp. Good position. Oh, and too hard with the layup. Had a wide open shot. Didn't get it. We're still tied at 19. 1:05 to go here in the half. Wooden across the timeline. Vaughn in the corner against Burge. Back out front. Wooden. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Ladies did a good job screening out, but Vaughn came out of there with it. And the foul as Vaughn went up for the shot. Let's see who it's on. It looked like it might have been, no, it was on, well, let's see.
Foul, McKinley Knapp.
McKinley Knapp got called for the foul.
Team's third.
That is her first, the team's third. And it was called on the floor, so Vaughn doesn't go to the free throw line. Vaughn inside again. Oh, wow, that's,
Interesting call.
yeah. That's all we'll say about it. Was that foul on Lily?
Lily Holmes.
Yep, Lily Holmes, and she picks up her third. And I'm sure Taylor Rohrer didn't want to see that here at the close of the half. Liv Vaughn goes to the free throw line. First one for the senior, up and good. And that gives Metamora the lead, 20-19.
Returns for the Railers.
Mia Clark back in the basketball game for Lincoln. 53.3 left in the half. Second one up and good. Got them both. 21-19, the Metamora lead. Redbirds extend the pressure. They get it into Clark. Clark quickly up the floor. Mia will bring it up against the defense. Now Mia across the timeline. Mia, a little spin move out front. Goes into corner McLeod. Mason, nice ball fake. Picked up her dribble. Gets it back to Clark. Clark goes inside to Knapp, and here comes Vaughn to steal it. They're dropping down and double teaming and helping on McKinley Knapp, and they stole that pass pretty easy. 30 seconds to go here in the half. Metamora up 2, 21-19. Metamora out front, Vaughn and Wooden playing catch with it out near the volleyball line.
And no shot clock tonight, so they can eat all the time they want to off the clock.
Vaughn goes in the corner, Tyra back out front, Vaughn to Wooden, and we expect them right now probably start their offense. Here they go, Vaughn, Wooden. Sell, shot out of the corner, up, no good. Rebound, Mesa McLeod. Mesa, 70-footer, throws it way up, and it hits the free throw line. And at the end of one half, it is Metamora 21 and Lincoln's Lady Rail Splitters 19. We'll send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Lloyd and I will have the Grau Incorporated halftime show. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage is made possible by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. For a free estimate or for more information, call 217-732-9734. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent advocating for you, your family, and your company.
Thanks to all of our sponsors who sponsor Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, including the halftime show sponsor Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953, located at 1905 North Kickapoo in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauincorporated.com or drive out there through their lot if you've got nothing else going on tonight. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, located at 628 North Chicago in Lincoln. Brian can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance. He's got your home covered from natural disasters due to unexpected accidents. Boy, I hope we don't have any natural disasters in Lincoln, Illinois. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. Hey, guys at Complete Lawn Care, we'd rather you still be doing the lawn care and gutter cleaning rather than the snow removal. Trust me. For a free estimate or more, for more information, call 217-732-9734. Your host, Viewpoint, Dara Entwistle, is also your independent health insurance agent, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, Suite 6 in Lincoln. Call Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust gives you choices with personal or business checking accounts that fit you. Good people, great account choices. Heartland Bank, member FDIC. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 616 Woodlawn Road. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. The Johnson family, in honor of Grandpa Keith, who happens to be here tonight, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for over 50 years. LCHS Lady Railer basketball alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics since 1973. Once a Railer, always a Railer. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln, 217-735-5835. Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call Brad 217-314-9654. Mayor of Lincoln, Tracy, and Annette, his wife Annette Welch. Some of our other fine sponsors: Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln IGA, Carpet House, Lincoln Printers, Capstill, the First State Mortgage of Bloomington. The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people in the communities it serves. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. And the professor of Heartland is next to me, telling up the first half stats. What do you got?
Well, we're trying to anyway. Lincoln, as you mentioned, trailing by 2 here, 21-19 at halftime against the Redbirds of Metamora. First half scoring for Lincoln, unofficially, very unofficially, Lily Holmes with 5 points for the Lady Railers. She had 1 field goal as well as a 3-pointer. Cena Adams with a bucket for 2 points for Lincoln. Leading scorer for the evening thus far, Mia Clark with 8 points. She's hit 3 3-pointers as well as a pair of free throws. And McKinley Knapp, 2 for 8 from the field with 4 points for Lincoln. We mentioned that the turnover situation kind of reversed itself from the first quarter to the second. Metamora had 5 turnovers unofficially in the first quarter to Lincoln's 2. By the time the second quarter got through, in that quarter, Lincoln had 5 turnovers to Metamora's 2. So unofficially 7 turnovers apiece. Not really anyone in particular foul trouble. Lily Holmes, I guess, does have 3, but hopefully she can watch herself here as the second half gets underway. Something very impressive that I noticed the first quarter, Lincoln 3 for 8 from 2-point land, but 3 of 4 from 3-point land. So they were definitely heating it up from there. Not quite as much luck there in the second quarter. I don't believe they had a 3 again. These are very unofficial statistics. But a lot more shot attempts for Lincoln than Metamora, so that tells me a couple things. Number one, Metamora is only getting generally 1 shot at the basket. Lincoln's doing a nice job sealing out and rebounding or causing turnovers, not to give Metamora a chance to shoot. And also, as we talked about in the pregame, Lincoln trying to push the ball a little bit up front, Metamora trying to negate that with their full court man-to-man pressure. But Lincoln thus far hasn't seemed to bother them too much. They got a little rattled there in the second quarter, but I'm sure Coach Rohr will make some adjustments and we'll be fine coming out second half.
Lincoln led 15-10 at the end of the first quarter, and the score was 21-19 here at half. So, Lloyd, I would say that neither team played, I don't think, exceptionally well in the second quarter. What I did see out there was Lincoln shot the ball, and as Coach Al says, when you're shooting well, you look a whole lot better. But the second quarter, Metamora started ramping up the pressure a little bit, and their size really was bothering the smaller Lincoln guards. Some ill-advised passes, some ill-advised shots. Metamora was able to take advantage of some of those. The other thing that Metamora was able to do was to get the ball inside the 1-2-2 at the high post and turn loose the freshman Bailey Nina and the other one, Ella Russell, turn them loose and let them go right down the lane and lay it up and in. And Coach Rohr is going to have to be cognizant of that and make some type of adjustment.
Right. In the first quarter, we mentioned how Lincoln was doing an excellent job clogging up the baseline as Metamora tried to work it down along the blocks. Lincoln was sending their weak side wing player in there to clog up the middle. Metamora made an adjustment. They went to a high-low game. Now they're flashing a player at the high post. Metamora's had some success getting it in there, and then that player can turn around, choose to shoot, choose to drive, look for a teammate along the baseline to dump it down to for an easy bucket. So now the chess game continues as Lincoln will look to make an adjustment, I would guess. Rather than sending that weak side wing down to the block, maybe they will flash more toward the middle on defense for Lincoln. That way they can kind of go either way if the ball goes high or low. But only a 2-point ball game, so well within reach for both teams. We'll see what kind of adjustments they make, and should be a good second half.
The difficult decision Coach Rohrer faces, is do you do like Coach Al has done in some years with Southeast and bring your point, bring them down and sag them down to try and cover that player that's the high post, essentially flattening your zone out to a 3-2.
Right.
The problem is, the risk if you do that is you're going to leave their three-point shooters open out front, and they have some gals that can shoot the basketball.
They do. Coach Al made that adjustment a few years ago, started calling it his flathead version of the 1-2-2, where, as you said, the point guard moves down around the free throw line area and kind of helps clog up the high post area. Thus far, Metamora hasn't really set the world on fire from three-point land, so I think if I'm Coach Rohrer, I might roll the dice on that.
Might tell them, hey, chuck it up there. If you make it, you make it. You know, that's that.
And then you can always adjust again if need be.
Well, we're about ready to start quarter number 3 here from Tepke Gymnasium. Again, Metamora leads at 21-19. Boy, they're not shy with the volume of their music here. Wow.
My mom had a Frank and Ernest cartoon on the refrigerator as I was growing up. Had a guy with a boombox on his shoulder, and Frank said to Ernest, "I don't like any song where the drummer carries the melody." That's kind of what it feels like.
Holmes, Lincoln running a little weave out front. They have the basketball to start quarter number 3. Holmes out front. She'll drag it back out and bring it out in between the circles. Lily starts to play. Metamora girl falls to the ground. They get it to Knapp. McKinley back out front. Schneider. And a little confusion here right now on offense for the Lincoln girls. They go left side Holmes. Holmes is knocked to the ground by number 12, Addison Wooden, and that will be her second foul. And the first here in quarter number 3 for the Metamora Lady Redbirds.
Yeah, it is a man-to-man defense Metamora is playing, but it definitely has some zone principles to it. They're definitely sagging off when the ball gets to the wings, trying to help negate McKinley Knapp's size in there and just generally disrupt things for Lincoln.
Lob pass to Knapp, and that was a bad lob pass as the defender helped out. McHugh helped out, knocked it away. Russell, Tyra, left side Wooden. Out front Vaughn. And now we see, look, Lily Holmes sagging back in. They go inside Tyra. Tyra in the trees, throws it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, throws it out front to Wooden, and it ends up going out of bounds right in front of us.
Yeah, once again, Metamora able to get the ball into the high post there, so have to see if Lincoln does make an adjustment to try and at least slow things down there.
McLeod into Schneider. Gets it to Clark. Clark now goes left side in front of the Lincoln bench around the Knapp screen. They're looking inside to McKinley, trying to go inside to her. They go Schneider. Schneider. Clark around the screen. Clark bumped out front by Russell. They lob it inside to Knapp and overthrew her, and here comes Vaughn the other way. Liv Vaughn going to go right down the lane, throws up a shot up, no good. Russell the rebound over everybody, throws it up left-handed up and good. Well, Metamora's not doing it with threes, but they're doing it with left-handed shots. I've seen probably 4 or 5 left-handed layups by the Metamora girls. Schneider. Back to Clark. Clark thought about the long three. They tries the bullet pass into Knapp, and the ball knocked away. And Lloyd, I got to say, they've scouted Lincoln pretty good. They're guarding Knapp and Clark both pretty heavily.
Right, yeah. So Lincoln going to, again, next man up, as we talked about on the pregame, or next girl up. Hopefully someone can maybe hit a couple long shots from the three-point range, kind of loosen that defense up a little bit.
McLeod gets it into Holmes. Ball nearly stolen away. Lily gets it to Mia. Mia, quick three, up and good. Bang, a collision concept three. And Lincoln needed that one. Makes it 23-22, Metamora ahead. Holmes in the backcourt, causing some trouble. And ball knocked away by Clark at half court. They had her trapped. They get it to Russell. Russell quickly across court. Vaughn launches a three. Up, no good. Rebound, Holmes. Holmes in the backcourt. Lily going to bring it across the timeline. Lily right side to Clark, and Mia wasn't ready for it. Threw it behind her and out of bounds.
I guess I should have said that earlier about hitting some threes to loosen the zone up.
So Lincoln got the ball in his hands and a chance at the lead, and the unforced error gives it back to the Lady Redbirds. Metamora, Vaughn, right side, right in front of her bench, goes out front Tyra. Tyra, back to Vaughn. Vaughn, in the corner, McHugh. They go inside. Wooden throws it up. She fell down, thought she got fouled. She's slow to get up. Here comes Clark quickly the other way. Mia, left side, McLeod. McLeod, long three, Rainbow. Up, no good. Nearly got stuck between the rim and the backboard. Tyra the rebound, and here she comes the other way. Quickly, left-handed dribble. Tyra to Wooden. Wooden looks in the corner. Vaughn doesn't give it to her. Back out front, Tyra. They go Russell, free throw line. Russell out top of the key, goes back to Vaughn. Vaughn right in front of her bench. In the corner, Wooden. They go inside. Nice defense by McKinley Knapp. Knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, excellent job of fighting around the offensive player by McKinley Knapp there. She was able to get in the passing lanes, interrupt that dump down pass from the wing.
Leah Custer into the basketball game for Metamora. They get into Russell, out front Tyra to Custer. Custer in the corner, Vaughn. Looking inside for McHugh. Vaughn out front. Vaughn gets it to Custer. In the corner, Tyra. Tyra. Back out front, Custer. Again, Metamora up 23-22, 4:36 to go. Shot, good! Jillian Tyra hit it out of the corner. Make that a three. It's 26-22. Schneider quickly across the timeline, throws it to Knapp. Knapp out front, Holmes. Lily looks, drives left-handed in the lane, left-handed layup, up and good! Rolled it home. 26-24, the Metamora lead. 4:14 to go. Lincoln pulls the press back now.
And Lincoln has made that adjustment you talked about.
Yes.
They've gone to that flathead type of defense that Coach Al likes to call it.
Custer out front. Tyra, another three, no good. Not even close that time. And Clark comes out with the rebound. Mia quickly down the lane. Kick out to Schneider. Holmes out of the corner. Rainbow three, way too hard. Knapp got the board. Vaughn is called for the foul.
Metamora foul, Liv Vaughn.
Liv Vaughn gets called for the foul. Bailey Nina back in the basketball game for Russell. Number 23, Kessa Sell in the basketball game for Metamora, as BQ takes a seat as well. McLeod to inbound underneath the Lincoln basket, so Metamora a little more size on the floor. They go into corner, Clark. Clark, step back three, a little bit too hard. Rebound, Holmes had it, threw it up, hit the bottom of the iron, and Custer comes out of there with it. To Vaughn. They're posting Nina at the high post. Holmes in front of her. And the ball is going to be thrown away as it was thrown out of bounds by number 23, Kessa Sell. Custer couldn't catch up with it. And on the turnover, Lincoln gets it back. Lloyd, Lincoln's going to have to start capitalizing on some of these Metamora turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. You only get so many possessions, and Lincoln, as you said, needs to capitalize here.
Schneider gets the ball inbound from McLeod. Grace going to drive in the trees. Grace against Tyra. Still dribbling, still dribbling. Grace now picks up her dribble, gets it to McLeod. Mesa in front of the Lincoln bench. Mesa started to drive in and lost the basketball. Ball on the floor, and the jump ball is going to go to Metamora.
Jump ball. Possession, Metamora.
Yeah, neither team really setting the world on fire on offense. Each has scored 5 points since intermission, and 5 minutes gone here in the third period.
3:08 to go here in the third period. It's been a fast basketball game. Lloyd, we haven't had many stoppages of play.
No, we have not.
Vaughn will bring it across the timeline. Vaughn to Tyra. They're out near the volleyball line. In the corner, Custer. Custer, Tyra, and she lost the basketball out of her hands. Nearly went to backcourt. Gets it to Vaughn. They go left side Sell, back out front Vaughn. They're looking inside for Nina, and Vaughn going to take it right down the lane, throws it up, didn't get it. Nina almost got the rebound, but Mack fought it for her. Quickly ahead, Clark from Schneider, back to Clark. Or back to Schneider. Schneider down the lane. Left side McLeod out of the corner. 3, no. Ball on the floor. Holmes has it. Lilly fights for it. Gets it to Schneider. Lincoln can reset the offense and Tyler take the lead. Schneider going to drive. Oh, started to drive down the lane. She goes in the lane. Back out front. Holmes. Lilly, nice fake. Lilly down the lane. Throws it up. Oh, my. Got it to go and got the foul.
On the drive for the Railers, Lily Holmes.
2:14 to go here in the third. Count the bucket.
Basket good.
Foul was on number 2, and that is Leah Custer, her second. It is the third team foul on Metamora this quarter, and Lily Holmes with a chance to put Lincoln ahead 27-26 if she can knock down the and one. Up and back of the iron, no good, and Schneider pulls it out of there. Grace pulls down the rebound among the trees. 2:08 to go. Clark, long 3, left side, short. Rebound, McLeod tapped it out of bounds, and it's going to go Metamora basketball. So 2:03 to go here in the third. We're tied at 26. Metamora sets up in that 2-1-2 offense. They go inside to Nina. She tries to drive down the lane. Good defense by Lincoln. Mia Clark cut her off down inside. Now she gets at the high post, nearly traveled the basketball. Goes to Tyra, right side. Another shot up and good. And it's another 3 for Jillian Tyra. And it's 29-26 Metamora.
6 points for Tyra this period. Lincoln made an adjustment on defense, and now looks like Metamora has made a counter adjustment here.
Schneider drives down the lane. A wild shot doesn't get close to the bucket. A minute 23 to go, and it's 29-26. They go left side, Sell. Sell to Wooden out front. They're looking inside for Bailey Nina. Sell 3 out of the left wing, and she hit it. And here we go. Teams hitting a 3 against Lincoln. 2 in a row there by Metamora, and it's 32-26. Just like that, Lady Railers down 6. Schneider. Kick to Clark. Clark fakes the baseline 3, goes in the lane. Clark down the lane, throws it up. Left-hander, no good, but drew the foul.
As you said, three-point shot being the weapon of choice here for Metamora this quarter. Tyra has 2 threes thus far, and Sal just hit that one, so they've got 9 of their 11 points this quarter off of three-pointers.
Kessa Sell with her third foul. Mia Clark at the free throw line. Looks like CeCe Adams getting ready to come back in for Lincoln as Mia, oh man, that thing did everything but go down. Went in and out and in and out and back out. Mackenzie McHugh back in the basketball game for Metamora as Clark, second one, eyes it up and good. 32-27 with 53 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wooden, Nina at the free throw line. McHugh, corner Vaughn. Back out front, McHugh, cross court Tyra. She's hit a couple threes from the right side. They go out front, Wooden. Back out front, McHugh. They go inside Nina. She goes down the lane, layup, no good. Rebound, Holmes. 29 seconds to go. Holmes across the timeline, struggling with the dribble. Picked up her dribble, gets it to Adams. CeCe out front. Lincoln sets up 1-4 offense across the free throw line.
Metamora pressuring the ball now. Look for a backdoor from Lincoln here.
Clark nearly double dribble with the basketball. Mia going to go down the lane, kick in the corner. Holmes, rainbow 3 up, no good. Rebound, Tyra comes out of there with it. And here they come, 2 seconds. They can throw up a half-court shot. Up and no good at the end of the third quarter. It is Metamora 32 and Lincoln 27. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare open enrollment? Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Dara Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Dara Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
back at Tepke Gym, starting the fourth quarter. Lincoln to start the basketball. Adams out front. Clark around the screen. Kick back to Adams. Adams right side. Thought about the three. Nice fake. Goes baseline. Kick up and lost the basketball. Wooden comes out of there with it, and here comes Metamora the other way. 7:38 to go. And now Metamora can start to be patient and try and pick apart the Lincoln 1-2-2. They go in the corner, McHugh. They posting Vaughn to go in a double post inside. And Nina up front, nice post inside, and that'll make it 34-27. Adams across the timeline, left-handed dribble, kicks it back to Holmes. Knapp posted up inside, out front Clark. Clark goes in the lane. Clark step back 5-footer, blocked by McHugh. And here comes Metamora the other way with a 7-point lead and exactly 7 minutes to go in a basketball game. Jillian Tyra, three out of the corner, nothing but the bottom of the net on a rainbow three. Wow, that's a dagger in the heart for the Lady Railers.
Yeah, so much for putting the ball on ice.
37-27 is the Metamora lead with 6:48 to go. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Tell you about a couple of our sponsors, including United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Simply Travel Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chin help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Travel is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-travel.com. Lloyd, that Jillian Tyra has hit, what, 3 threes here in the second half?
I believe that is correct.
And I'm not sure she even scored in the first half.
Yeah, I've got, I need a few more pieces of paper here to be able to tell you that. You are correct. Yeah, that's 3 3-pointers for her.
All in the second half, and she has helped stake them to a 10-point lead as Lily Holmes gets fouled in the backcourt. Addie Wooden picks it up. That is her third and the first of the fourth quarter for Metamora. McLeod to inbound to Adams.
You are a knower of trivia. I've got a question for you when we got a dead ball here.
They go inside Knapp. McKinley turns around, fires up, no good. Nice try on the turnaround, and Clark tries to fight it away from Tyra. Tyra is calling for help in the backcourt. They get it to Wooden. Wooden throws the ball, and Clark nearly took it away from McHugh. McHugh muscles it back. Ball inside, and a foul inside. And wow, CeCe Adams, I think, going to get nailed for this one. On the floor.
Yeah, she was just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. Both players going for the ball. And
well, the thing is, Lincoln nearly had the ball stolen a couple of times out front. And then when it got back there, Knapp and Adams didn't have much choice but to foul Vaughn. Vaughn to inbounds. Left side under her basket. They go into Nina. Out front, Wooden. Nina. Out front, Wooden. Wooden, Tyra. They go to McHugh. Tyra. Out front, Wooden. Tyra nearly fouled by Adams out front. Now Lincoln going to pick up the pressure a little bit here. They go inside Vaughn. Vaughn, nice spin move in the lane. Left-hander up and good. Make it a 12-point lead. Liv Vaughn scores. 39-27, 5:50 to go. Ball tapped away in the backcourt by Wooden, and it was knocked last by Lily Holmes, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Metamora.
yeah, that is 7 straight points this quarter for Metamora.
Again, 5:48 to go in a basketball game. Lincoln down, 39-27. They go into Vaughn. Vaughn against Holmes. Right side, Nina. Nina goes inside to Vaughn. Vaughn batted away. Ball on the floor, knocked out of bounds, and it stays Metamora basketball. A lot of Lincoln hands got on it. Vaughn to Nina. Out front, Wooden. They go to Tyra. Wooden. McHugh. Tyra. Tyra. Out front, Wooden. Looks like they're running a little bit of clock here, Lloyd.
Just a little bit.
McHugh goes inside to Nina. Nina, nice move down the lane. Left-handed. Nope. And Knapp comes out with the rebound. Lincoln needs a bucket badly here. Adams. Still plenty of time in the ball game. 5:02 to go. Clark, 3 out of the corner. Look good. Nope, back of the iron. And Holmes tries to get it away from Wooden in the backcourt. Wooden across the timeline. Tyra in the corner. Vaughn, she'll launch up a 3. Looks good. It was. Liv Vaughn, a nice shot out of the corner. Got it in rhythm. It's 42-27. The lead is 15. 4:37 to go in the basketball game. Adams goes inside Knapp. McKinley, kick out McLeod. Mesa, 3 out of the corner. Bang! A collision concept 3.
3-point basket, Mesa McLeod.
42-30, the Metamora lead. Vaughn in the backcourt. Vaughn hounded by Lincoln. Nearly stepped on the sideline. Ball on the floor, tapped away. Holmes falls to the floor and gets it. And a timeout taken by Lincoln. Let's see if it's a 30 or full timeout.
Timeout called by the Railers. Full timeout.
It is a full timeout, so I tell you what, we're going to keep it right here. Lloyd, Lincoln's going to need a few more turnovers and a few more threes to get close into this basketball game. But still 4:08 to go, half the quarter left to go. There's plenty of time.
Right, yeah, I mean, if you do the math, 42-30, that's just 4 3-pointers, which Lincoln is certainly capable of hitting. Had that last 3-pointer by Mesa McLeod. That broke a string of, 10 straight points by Metamora, the Redbirds, as they lead 42-30, which brings me to the trivia question I mentioned. I know this used to be true, but I'm not sure if it still is. I read once that the Metamora Redbirds are the only high school team, at least in Illinois, maybe in the nation, but certainly in Illinois, with the nickname Redbirds. Do you know if that still happens to be true or not?
No, I know that is not true. How about that?
I know there are Cardinals, but I didn't know there were other Redbirds.
West Frankfort has long been the Redbirds.
Oh, okay.
And when they became the Redbirds and when Metamora became the Redbirds, I have no idea. But West Frankfort certainly is the Redbirds. As someone who lived in Southern Illinois for 27 years.
Well, there you go. So also our roving reporter, Diana Johnson-Hightower, gave us an update on the score of the sectional championship game involving West Lincoln Broadwell. West Lincoln Broadwell leads 11-8. That is the 8th grade sectional championship game. That is at the half. West Lincoln Broadwell up 11-8.
All right. Go WLB. Holmes has the ball knocked away out front, falls to the floor, and jump ball going to be called, and it will go Metamora's way. And Lloyd, you can't have empty possessions this late in a basketball game like that.
Yeah, you got, coming out of a timeout like that, a break in the action, you definitely have a chance to draw something up, just not able to execute.
Metamora quickly across the timeline. They get it to Vaughn. Lincoln trying to extend the pressure just a little bit. And now Metamora is really going to make them chase. Wooden out front. They go inside to Nina. She goes right down the lane. Stopped with the basketball. Kicks it back out front. Wooden, a long 3. Nearly got it. Battle for the rebound. Clark comes out of there with it. Clark to Adams, and Lincoln needs to push the ball up the floor here just a little bit with 3:30 to go here in the basketball game.
Run Rudolph run.
Knapp out front, high screen. In the corner they go. McLeod again. 3 out of the corner. Good. Bang. Another collision concept 3. And Mesa, Arizona about to shoot us back in the basketball game. Lincoln down 9, 42-33. Timeout taken by Michaela Hurst, formerly Michaela Reedy. It will be a full timeout. Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for a 30-second word from some of our fine sponsors. You're listening to Lady Reeler Basketball on WLCN.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
I'm thoroughly convinced that Elon Musk should hire both Claudette and Jolie to work at SpaceX. They do the countdown so well. We could just put them doing the countdown of the launches, right?
Yeah, there you go. Our audience not privy to that when we can hear it on our headphones. But both of them do a great job. They would do well in my math class.
Does anybody do well in your math class?
Well, I mean, when we have the unit about counting down backwards to 0, I think I could just put an A in the grade book.
All right, Metamora has the basketball coming out of the timeout. 3:12 to go here in a basketball game. Mason McLeod has hit 2 threes and brought Lincoln to 9. The deficit is 9. Lincoln could use another stop here. Vaughn gets it across the timeline. Lincoln didn't get the trap on her on the sideline. Out front they go Wooden. Wooden left side goes right side Vaughn. Vaughn in the corner to Tyra. Tyra back out front Vaughn. Vaughn, Wooden. Wooden, Sell. Wooden. And I think we're going to kind of call at the free throw line. Let's see if this is on CeCe Adams. Yep. CeCe was pushing pretty hard on Bailey Nina, and CeCe got caught.
No matter which team comes up on the short end of this score, it is not due to a lack of effort.
No, definitely not. But as we've said, victory favors the team making the fewest mistakes. And I think when you total up the turnovers, you just might see that the fewest mistakes have been made by Metamora as Nina goes down the lane, lays it up and in, and it's back to 11, 44-33.
4 points for her this period.
Mason McLeod across the timeline. McLeod, Vaughn's reaching in. And a timeout taken by Lincoln coach Taylor Rohr. And it looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout here. Still 2:14 to go in the basketball game. Lincoln down 11. Still a 4-possession basketball game for the Lady Rail Splitters. But not impossible, Lloyd, that they could come back from this deficit. Again, you get a stop or 2 here and a couple of buckets. But you can't waste a whole lot of time doing it. That's part of the issue.
Yeah, you definitely need to move with some purpose there and some intent. And if you want to see James Brown was the hardest working man in show business. If you want to see the hardest working basketball players on this court, I would nominate Lily Holmes and Mason McLeod when Lincoln is on defense, because they're whenever the ball is on the opposite side from the wing position they play, they're having to float back down and clog up the middle, but they also have to watch the baseline, but they also have to watch for the guard on the opposite side of the wing, so they are covering a lot of ground.
Lincoln the ball to inbounds. They go in and nap. McKinley got Holmes as a cutter. Holmes tried to go up against Nina, and the ball was blocked and out of bounds. Aggressive play by Lily Holmes, but just ran into somebody much taller than she is with a wingspan of a condor. And she was able just to kind of stand there, didn't even jump and block the ball.
Yeah, it was 5'11" versus 5'7" there, I believe.
They get it into Holmes. Holmes lays it up and in and got the foul. Wow. Lily with a nice cut, back cut, got the ball, lays it up and in. Good pass inbounds, count the bucket.
Metamora foul, Addie Wooden, her 4th personal.
Addie Wooden with her 4th personal foul, and it's 44-35. Lily Holmes at the line with the old-fashioned three-point play. Rainbows it up, no good. Schneider goes for the rebound, couldn't grab it. Vaughn comes out of there with it. Vaughn in the backcourt, nice behind the back dribble. Vaughn against McLeod, and Mesa's going to get nailed for the foul. Lincoln had fouls to give. Lincoln with his 3rd foul of the 4th quarter. Metamora with only 2.
Her 1st personal.
Ball on the floor, tied up by Lincoln, and the jump ball. Good defense by Grace Schneider. Went and got the basketball from Addie Wooden. And Michaela Hurst isn't happy about that. 44-35, minute 57. McLeod to inbounds. Lincoln needs to get a good look at the bucket here. Inbounds play, they go inside to Knapp. Knapp looking for the cutter. McKinley back, ball knocked away, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it will be Metamora basketball. McLeod tried to save it, and I think she hit it last before it went out of bounds.
Yeah, it was just, again, another unforced error. McKinley thought she was going to cut one way, and she didn't cut quite as quickly as I believe McKinley thought, so turnover to the Redbirds.
Stolen away by Knapp and right back into the hands of Metamora. Metamora finally got the ball across the timeline. Lincoln all over the place. Schneider steals the basketball. Grace going to take it all the way, lays it up, throws it up, no good. Rebound Knapp. Knapp inside. Schneider threw the ball, and Holmes couldn't catch up with it. And a backcourt violation against Lincoln.
Redbird ball.
Michaela Hurst was just screaming for a timeout there, and the ref would not grant it as there wasn't clear possession of the ball at the time. But all's well that ends well, I guess, for Metamora. They have the ball now with just a minute and a half remaining.
They go ahead to Nina, and Mia Clark knocked it out of bounds. Good defense by Mia. Minute 25 to go. Lincoln down 9, 44-35. Vaughn to inbound the basketball. Vaughn gets it back in the corner, goes inside to Nina. Nina, the nice left-handed move, lays it up and in.
It's a very strong individual right there. Turned around and pivoted, got her on her hip, and then Nina with the nice left-handed shot.
Very impressive for a freshman. Snap. Throws it into Holmes. Holmes is hacked, no call. Clark had the basketball and lost it out of bounds on the dribble. A minute 2 to go. Lincoln down 46-35. Substitutions for Metamora. Leah Custer coming in. Mackenzie McHugh coming in. As Sell and Wooden will take a seat. Oh, it's Lincoln basketball. He signaled the other way. They get in the corner. Clark, they go inside to Knapp. McKinley against Nina. She's banging in there. McKinley throws it up again. And a jump ball called on the block, and it goes back Lincoln's way.
Jump ball. Possession Lincoln.
And I think that was a pretty good call by the unofficial.
Yeah, it was.
Holmes. Clark. Schneider. Schneider in the corner of McLeod. Back out front, Schneider. Schneider trying to run the offense, needs to hurry up. Schneider looking for somebody, dribbles, goes inside Knapp. McKinley, nice little move, gets in the corner. Holmes, rainbow three, too hard. Ball up in the air and rebound comes down to Bailey Nina. Knocked away by Clark, ball on the floor, both of them dive for it. I think Mia Clark going to get nailed for the foul here. Yep.
I believe so.
Well, can't fault the hustle there, Lloyd.
No, absolutely not.
Her first team foul.
Mia, that is the first foul for Mia Clark in this basketball game and the fourth on Lincoln. 31.8 seconds to go. Lincoln in the backcourt, trying to stop Vaughn. And she stepped on the sideline, and we're going the other way.
I was just going to comment how the turnovers have kind of cut down here in this final period, but again, as you said, she stepped on the other line, Metamora, and so Lincoln with a little bit of life here.
They get into Schneider. Schneider across the timeline. Schneider around the screen, goes in the corner. Holmes. Lilly drives baseline. Lilly spin move, looking for somebody, gets hit and gets hacked. And finally, the call is going to go against Leah Custer. I believe that is her third. And the fourth team foul on the Redbirds.
Team foul 3 for the Redbirds.
So let's see what Lincoln gets off the inbounds play. McLeod inbounds. Looking for somebody. Going to throw it over the top to Clark. Clark, hounded by McHugh. Clark, step back. Thought about taking three. Goes to Knapp. Knapp, McLeod, three on the way. Up, no good. Air ball, shot it over everything. And Nina and Knapp engage in a little extracurricular pushing out front with 4.8 seconds to go. Metamora can inbounds it and do basically nothing with it as Vaughn in the backcourt does virtually nothing with it. She's going to dribble it out, and this one's all over. The final score, Metamora 46, Lincoln 35. As the Lady Redbirds go to 5-5 and the Lincoln Lady Railers drop to 2-4 on the year. Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Lloyd Kirby and I will have the Grau Incorporated postgame show along with an interview with Coach Taylor Rohrer.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Jay Hard and Lloyd Kirby back here at Tepke Gymnasium in the Ground Incorporated postgame show, where we're just about ready to get the JV game started as they flip-flopped here tonight due to a Christmas program some of the varsity basketball players from Metamora are involved in, and they walk away very happy with a nice present from Santa, a pre-Christmas win over the defending 3A state champions, 46-35, in a game that really kind of reflected where the two teams are this year. Both teams hovering around the 500 mark, trying to get to the 500 mark, and Lincoln ends up losing it 46-35. And Lloyd, is one of those games where the Lady Railers had plenty of chances during the basketball game. In fact, had tied at one point in the third quarter and then kind of let it get away from them. A couple of three-pointers. Jillian Tyra put in a couple of three-pointers, and I think Liv Vaughn had one, and that kind of was the nail in the coffin for Lincoln's Lady Railers. Once you start having to chase in the 1-2-2, you're in some trouble because it's not a defense that's designed to get you back from a large deficit.
Right, yeah, it's sort of a stay in your own region there, but hats off to Michaela Hurst, Michaela Hurst for the Metamora Redbirds. We talked about needing to make some adjustments, both teams making some adjustments, and her adjustments seemed to pan out a little bit better for the Redbirds as Metamora was clogging up the baseline early on, trying to take advantage of their height. Lincoln countered and got some extra defense down there on the baseline, and then Metamora ran that high-low for pretty much the last three quarters of the game, and it just spread the Lincoln defense out too thin. If they defended the high post, Metamora would get it inside. If Metamora would get to the ball to the high post, then they had all kinds of options, whether it was driving, dumping the ball down, or kicking it out for an outside shot.
A different ball game for the Lady Railers this time because they got out to a good start to start the opening quarter. We're up 15-10. And then Metamora made some adjustments, started using their size, slowed the game down a little bit, and really, Lloyd, I think that is probably the one thing that bothered Lincoln most of all was Metamora's size, both offensively and defensively. They couldn't deal with the Metamora size. You had that fine freshman Bailey Nina in there at 6'1" with long arms. She was able to cause a lot of problems on both ends of the floor. Liv Vaughn was able to sit out there, cause her own problems, as was Ella Russell and Mackenzie McHugh. And then you throw in the shooting of Jillian Tyra there in the third quarter. Didn't have any threes in the first half, but I think ended up with three in the third quarter alone. And that really hurt the Lady Railers. A number of empty possessions that the Lady Railers came up with, too, there in the second half really hurt them. Only scoring 4 points in the second quarter, that's tough to come out of.
Right, absolutely. We talked during the break between ourselves. Lincoln was outscored 22-12, a 10-point deficit there in the middle two quarters, and then Metamora caught fire there in the final quarter, outscoring Lincoln 14-6, or 14-8 rather, so simply extended the lead a little bit more. So for Lincoln, I think we have some point totals here that are somewhat close. Looks like Lily Holmes was the leading scorer for Lincoln tonight. She had 4 of 6 on 2-point free throw or field goal attempts, as well as 1 of 5 from beyond the arc for 13 points. Next was Mia Clark. She did not have a field goal. She shot twice from two-point land, did not make either one, but was 3 of 6 from three-point land as well as 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So Mia Clark with 12 points for the Lady Railers in their loss. Other scoring for Lincoln, Mesa McLeod hit a couple three-pointers. She had 6 points for the Lady Railers. McKinley Knapp, 2 of 9 from two-point land. She had 4 points. And then Cena Adams, 1 of 3 from two-point land. She had a pair of points for Lincoln's total of 35.
And I don't think, Lloyd, you again, as you spoke earlier, you couldn't fault the effort of either one of the basketball teams. The girls on both sides were out there playing hard. Big Mac only ended up with 4 points tonight. But as I said earlier, I think Metamora did a good job of scouting Lincoln and knew exactly who to guard and where to put the pressure on to cause Lincoln with a lot of problems. When McKinley Knapp did get the ball inside, she was surrounded sometimes by 2 and 3 girls, most of them much bigger than she was, and then they had trouble. There were times that the guards could not get her the ball cleanly where she wanted it. So Lincoln with some difficulties tonight here on the offensive end of the floor, but frankly with plenty of chances to win this basketball game, and it will be back to the drawing board and back to practice for Taylor Rohrer and Coach Corey Farmer with the Lincoln Lady Railer varsity. Let's go ahead and send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, hopefully Coach Rohrer will be joining us for more of the Ground Incorporated postgame show.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare open enrollment? Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Dara Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Dara Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust?
Back at Metamora, where Lincoln goes down in the varsity contest 46-35. JV game about to start, and Metamora in pregame warm-ups, their girls just hit about 5 threes in a row out of the right corner during their pregame warm-ups, so it looks like they've got a junior varsity team that's got some talent on it as well, and it's going to be an uphill battle, I think, for the young Lincoln Lady Railer junior varsity team, which is playing 6 freshmen among the players that they have. I believe it's 8 players they have on the JV roster. Coach Taylor Rohr, it's never a good sign when coaches spend this much time in the locker room with their teams. It is never a good sign. But there's probably some discussion still going on in that locker room between Coach Farmer and Coach Rohr and the Lady Railer varsity as we wait for Taylor to come out for the Grau Incorporated postgame show. She did say she would come over and do a postgame interview. So let's send it back to WLCN for another minute, fine word from many of our fine sponsors. And when we come back, we'll see if she appears for the postgame show. Again, she may simply have forgotten and is trying to get ready for this junior varsity contest. You're listening to Lady Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Back here at Metamora as we wait for the coaches to appear for the JV game. And there comes Coach Corey Farmer for the JV game. We have yet to see Coach Taylor Rohr come out for the post-game show.
Yeah,
as we see.
It's interesting. You don't really see that a whole lot.
No.
So. And only a minute and a half until the JV game starts, so Coach Farmer out here readying his squad. As we mentioned, the Lady Railer varsity did go down to defeat 46-35. I gave you the Lincoln scoring totals earlier. Lincoln was led by Lily Holmes with 13 points, Mia Clark with a dozen. On the Metamora side of the ledger, finally got things to where it looks like they equal out. It looks like Liv Vaughn and Jillian Tyra each led the Redbirds with 12 points apiece. They also got 10 from Bailey Nina, as well as 5 points from Kessa Sell, 3 points from Addison Wooden, and a couple buckets, one from Jalen Ledbetter, one from Ella Russell. So 46-35. Again, unofficial stats. Lincoln shot 28% from two-point land, 32% from on three-pointers, 6 for 19 during the contest. They did make 3 of 4 free throws. On the Metamora side of the stat line, 10 of 24 from two-point land. That's 42% for the Redbirds. And 8 of 15, 53% on the three-pointers. Many of those coming in the second half there. And as we mentioned, Lincoln, we talked about how Lincoln would bode well for Lincoln to get out to a good start. The Lady Railers did lead 15-10 after one quarter, but then that second quarter, the offense went south for Lincoln, dried up. Metamora outscored the Lady Railers 11-4 in the second quarter. A little bit better output from Lincoln in the third quarter, 11-8, that Metamora outscored them. And then in the final quarter, Metamora 14 points to Lincoln's 8 for a final margin of victory, 46-35.
What did you have for turnovers, or do you have
turnovers? I kind of lost track unofficially. I had 13 for Lincoln and 12 for Metamora. But again, that was very much on the unofficial side, so I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in those. But yeah, it seemed like, as we talked about, it's a game of adjustments, and Lincoln, again, once Metamora started running that high-low offense, and it sort of spread the Lincoln defense out a little bit thinner and cover all their bases as much as they would have liked to. And unfortunately, Lincoln comes up short, 46-35, victory for the Metamora Lady Redbirds.
Coach Rohrer has joined us in the post-game show, and she's a little distracted. Don't worry about it. She's trying to watch the JV game start off here at the same time, and the music is pounding in my head.
I was going to say, I hope I can turn it up so I can hear it.
Hey, Coach, I thought you got off to a good start here tonight in the first quarter, as opposed to the last couple three-ball games where you kind of dug yourself a hole and had to get out of it. But tonight you got off, I thought, to a better start. But then it just kind of in the second quarter just kind of went back to what we saw in some of the previous games.
Yeah, I think that in the first quarter, we came out, we played hard. We did all the things we've been working on the last week or so. And I think that we got away from, everything that we've been working on for a week. And that happens when you get tired. And I think that that's what happened. They got tired, and we got to be in better shape, and we have to be able to play the way we played in the first quarter through all four quarters. They came out in the fourth and they were aggressive again, but I think that you just can't take a break. There are no breaks in basketball unless you're sitting on the bench.
Metamora, I thought Metamora did give a lot of credit to them. I thought they did a really good job of scouting your team and putting that into effect in about the second quarter, where they used their size to cause some problems for your guards, and they really concentrated heavily, I thought, on McKinley Knapp and Mia Clark, making sure they didn't get loose.
Yeah, I mean that's going to happen. I mean, they're our leading scorers right now. That's going to happen. And I think that both of them just need to be ready and prepared mentally for the fact that they are going to be guarded by the other team's best players, and I think that they're both capable of handling that. That's not in question. I think that they've never been in that situation before, so it takes a little bit of time to get comfortable there. I mean, that's a good team. She's a good coach. They had a nice game plan, and they hit a lot of threes.
They hit a lot of threes there in the second half, but Lloyd and I remarked that, Southeast, with Coach Al, Lawrence Thomas in Southeast used to take and run that high post person in the middle of the 1-2-2, and in the second half it appeared you flattened the zone out the way Coach Al did against Southeast to bring your point guard in and stop that pass into the high post. I thought you did a pretty good job of that, but then they had some people hit some threes and it opened it back up again.
Right. I think that we still weren't rotating the way that we should have been. We made that adjustment so that hopefully our post wouldn't have to be sucked into the middle, and we still weren't getting out to the corners like we should have been. So we just need to be better. We need to be better at defense, and that's something that we will continue to work on. I think that we've gotten better. I think that we we got better in the first quarter today and in the fourth quarter, but again, you got to play that way the whole game. You can't take a break.
Well, we talked about this. The last couple of games, you kind of dug yourself a hole, but dug out of it and won at the end. And you've talked about that, playing 4 quarters consistent basketball. You've got to against some of these teams. I mean, you played a pretty good schedule. So have they to start out the 2024-25 season. You played some quality teams, and you're going to get burned against quality teams if you only play a couple of quarters.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you got to play 4 quarters. There's no other option, and like you said, the good teams, they're going to capitalize when you take breaks, and Metamora did.
You go, I wouldn't say on the road, but you go down to Lincoln Land and you play Jacksonville at Lincoln Land coming up. Any concerns? Because it was always a concern of Coach Wallace when he had to take the 1-2-2 and play it on a college floor, that you could get spread out a little bit more than you would desire as opposed to on the high school floor.
Right. I mean, I think that there's always a little bit of concern with playing it on a big floor. It is harder. There's no question about that. Fortunately for this group, we have, I mean, not this year, but over the past couple years, they have played it on a big floor. So that hopefully will be in our favor. But I just think that it all goes back to, they got to play hard. They got to play 4 quarters. And I think if they do that, we're going to start walking away with some wins.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We're going to let you get over and help coach the JV team. We know you're wanting to do that. We want to thank you for coming and joining us on the post-game show. A little bit different night where you play before the JV, but unfortunately you go down 46-35. But, hey, there's another game coming up, and you can put a W in the column there.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks for joining us on the post-game show. Well, Lloyd, do you have any comments you would like to add before we sign off?
Not really. Just like you said, the next action for the Lady Railers happening there at Lincoln Land on Saturday against Jacksonville. But even before that, we've got another broadcast on WLCN Friday night from the Bowl in Jacksonville. The Railer boys team will be in action in a 7 p.m. Central State 8 game against the Crimsons from Jacksonville.
So a lot of basketball coming up here on WLCN. I think the girls play 3 times next week. Champaign Centennial is coming up. Yep. Southeast is coming up.
Southeast is Tuesday, Centennial Thursday, and Rochester Friday, I believe.
And Rochester is a team that surprisingly has fallen on some hard times, and I think they're better than the 1-8 record that I saw. So we're going to sign off here from Metamora. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast tonight. For Lloyd Kirby, my broadcast partner, for Connor Shaw running the camera, for Claudette back at the studio, for Mabel the Cat. For all of our fine sponsors, we want to thank you for joining us here on WLCN. Lincoln loses tonight 46-35 and will play Jacksonville on Saturday down at Lincoln Land Community College. If you can't join the Lady Railers down there at Lincoln Land, it's a 3 p.m. start. Join us here on WLCN. We will have a pregame show starting around 2:45 or 2:50. This is Jay Harden signing off from Metamora. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Are you sick and tired of the telephone calls, text messages, and ads in the mail for Medicare open enrollment? Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Changes made during this time will go into effect January 1, 2025. Feel free to call me, local Medicare agent Darrett Entwistle, and set an appointment to go over 2025 changes and plans. My office is in downtown Lincoln, or I can meet with you at your home if you like. Again, call me, Darrett Entwistle, your local Medicare agent and your friend in health insurance, 217-651-8046.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Call
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage is made possible by Me Realty. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Go online to merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, and online at myfgec.org. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. For a free estimate or for more information, call 217-732-9734. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101 and a half South Kickapoo Street, Suite 6 in Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Heartland Bank and Trust Company. Heartland Bank and Trust Company gives you choices with personal or business checking accounts that fit you. Good people, great account choices. Heartland Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Emo's Cafe, your family restaurant serving home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located at 616 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-605-0171. Emo's Cafe, Lincoln's family restaurant. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for over 50 years. LCHS Lady Railer basketball alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a Railer, always a Railer. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, located at 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-5835. The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and the communities it serves. Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor. Located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Lincoln Mayor Tracy and Annette Welch. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.